Okay, I'm back. So I'm not hardly gonna be on here that long. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna wait for at least one person to get on here. And the reason why I say one person so I can uh, be talking to someone that I know is listening. But usually I just jump on here and just start talking, which most likely, uh, if it be too long, I'm gonna just go on and start speaking. Speaking what I feel I need to speak. Um, which I probably think I need to go on and just start talking before I forget. Um, so I was just sitting here and I was just I was listening. I was listening to something, um, which it really didn't have anything to do with what the thought that came to my mind. Um, and I'm gonna just tell you reason what I'm gonna tell you how this came about. I was sitting up there and I was looking at my face, and it's a thought that came to me concerning this certain individual that is dear to my heart. Um, and it's things that I've been seeing, like things that I've been seeing with the natural eye. Then it's things that has been coming to me spiritually. So um, when I was when I was when I when I seen this particular thing, and it's a natural thing that I've seen dealing with this certain person, and then looking at you know myself as far as the way uh, my facial features are changing to be. So it came to me, um, when the scriptures say that we are to walk by faith and not by sight. So what came to me so like what's coming to me is spiritually. It's spiritual. What's coming to me is spiritual. But what I'm seeing with the natural eye is, is sight. So we have to, and I'm gonna say I have to trust what's coming to me. I have to trust my spirit man and what's coming to me. And a lot of times, the things that come to you in your spirit, um, you know, a lot of times we don't really want to, accept it to the extent of that it is true or it is what it is. Um, and then, and y'all, I'm just gonna. I mean, I might be slowly speaking on what I'm talking about, but I'm gonna try to speak, all of what I feel I need to speak. Okay, like spiritually, what's this? Spiritually, it's like it's two different things going on. Like, thank you for joining the line. It's two different things going on. The natural, what I'm seeing dealing with this certain situation. It's like certain stuff that's coming naturally that I'm seeing, and it's not lining up. It's not lining up. And the thing is, I could come straight out and say what I'm talking about. Hello, thank you for joining the line. But I don't, like I said, I don't think it's not time, and it has nothing to do with the other situation. What I'm talking about, because it's a lot of stuff that I've been dealing with, but I just hadn't been, you know, come just talking about. But that has nothing. What I'm talking about now has nothing to do with the other situation. Um, but I feel like God is allowing me. He's allowing me to really see or pay attention to um, things as far as like the individual, and we have to really pay attention to what is coming to in our spirit, man, so we'll know how to deal with people. Like, it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff that I'm sitting back watching. I'm sitting back watching um, people do, and I'm not saying anything. But what I'm doing is I'm praying. I'm praying and talking to God about it. Um, because if you say something about it, they not they're not gonna they're not gonna really just. It's a waste of time, really. 'Cause they gonna play you like you're crazy. Um, somebody asked him, "Where? Who are you?" Um, and as far as like the person that asks, how how am I? I'm blessed, um, grateful, thankful, and you know it's I could say other things that I just desire not to say, dealing with uh you know dealing with certain things, but I'm good. I am good. Um, but anyway, yeah. A lot of times we don't want to accept things that be coming to us, but I done came to the point in my life that I'm not. I'm gonna allow God. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna listen to what God is. I feel that God is telling me concerning people. I'm gonna watch him. I'm gonna pray, and just give it to God. But also, if I feel led to not to be around them, I'm not gonna be around them. But yeah, that's pretty much I was just sitting here thinking, and just the whole gist of what I've just said. The whole gist of what I was saying is, um, when the Lord is when the Lord is showing you or telling you something concerning anything, individuals or situations, you gotta pay attention to what your inward man is saying to you, regardless of what it looked like on the outside, because um, it's gonna, it's gonna look like a certain way, and it's not like that. And if you pay attention to what God is telling you, it'll keep you from walking into things that you are not to be going, you know, walking into and dealing with. It'll keep you from dealing with a lot of stuff. But yeah, yep. Uh, I wonder, how can you, um, well, I think I know how to do that. Yeah. And thank y'all for joining the live. Let's see something. Is this up over here? I'm a, since I'm on here, I'm gonna read, hold on just a minute. I'm gonna read from the Bible. Um, the other day, I had kind of need to take a nap. What I need to do. Hold on. The other day, I had started reading. You know what? I'm gonna read Proverbs because I had started reading Nehemiah, but I'm gonna read Proverbs. That's what I'm gonna do. We'll start with the first chapter. Yep, start with the first chapter. And I might just read the whole book of Proverbs. Just come and read. But however, so Proverbs chapter 1. Um, okay. It said, the Proverbs of Solomon, son of David, king of Israel, for learning, wisdom, and discipline, for understanding, insight, sayings, for receiving prudent instruction in righteousness, justice, and integrity. Verse 4, for teaching shrewdness to the, I need to probably change my glasses. Let me change to these other glasses. Hold on just a minute. But this is, the first chapter is the purpose of Proverbs. That's what my Bible says. Purpose of Proverbs. Okay, verse 4 is for teaching shrewdness. Um, to the inexperienced, knowledge and discretion to a young man. Let a wise person listen and increase learning, and let a discerning person obtain guidance for understanding a proverbs or a parable. The words of the wise and their riddles. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, Fools despise wisdom and discipline. Verse 8. Verse 8 is talking about, 8 through 19. It's talking about avoid the path of violence. Um, it said, listen, my son, to your father's instruction, and don't reject your mother's teaching, or they will be a garland of favor on your head, and pendants around your neck. My son, if sinners entice you, don't be persuaded. If they say, come with us, let, let's set an ambush and kill someone. Let's attack some innocent person just for fun. Now, y'all, I'm gonna tell you, this right here, I didn't just purposely come to this for this. I know a lot of times it seems like I'm just reading stuff, and it's like I'm intentionally doing it. I'm not. I didn't know. Actually what this was gonna be read about. I just wanted to come on here and read. So I don't want nobody thinking that I'm just intentionally doing stuff, because I'm not. I just want to read to y'all. Um, okay, uh, verse 12. It says, let's swallow them alive like Sheol, whole like those who go down to the pit. We'll find all kinds of valuable property, and fill our houses with plunder. Throw in your lot with us, and we'll all share the loot. My son, don't travel that road with them, or set foot on their path, because their feet run toward evil, and they hurry to shed blood. It is useless to spread a net where any bird can see it, but they set an ambush to kill themselves. They attack their own lives. Such are the paths of all who make profit dishonestly. It takes the lives of those who receive it. Lord, my goodness. Okay, this one is 20. It speaks on wisdom plea. Wisdom's plea. Wisdom calls out in the street. She makes her voice heard in the public squares. She cries out above the commotion. She speaks out the interest of the city gates. How long, inexperienced ones, will you love ignorance? How long will you markers enjoy marking, and you fools hate knowledge? If you respond to my warning, then I will pour out my spirit on you and teach you my words. Since I called out and you refused, extended my hand, and no one paid attention. Since you neglect all my counsel and did not accept my my correction, I in turn will laugh at your calamity. I will mark when terror strikes you, when terror strikes you like a storm, and your calamity comes like a whirlwind. When your troubles and stress overcome you, then they will call. Wait, hold on. Then they will call me, but I won't answer. They will search for me, but won't find me, because they hated knowledge, didn't choose to fear the Lord, were were not interested in my counsel, and rejected all my correction. They will eat the fruit of their way and be glutted with their own schemes. For the apostasy, it's apostasy, and I might not be saying it right. Of the inexperienced will kill them, and the um, complacency of fools will destroy them. But whoever listens to me will live securely, and the undisturbed. Hold on. But whoever listens to me will be securely and be undisturbed by the dread of danger. And that's Proverbs chapter 1. Um, I'm going to read Proverbs chapter 2. Read Proverbs chapter 2. It says, my son, if you accept my words and store up my commands within you, listening closely to wisdom and directing your heart to instructing. I don't know what that is. Instructing. Furthermore, if you call out to insight and lift your voice to understanding, if you seek it like silver and search for it like hidden treasure, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and discover the knowledge of God. For the Lord gives wisdom from his mouth. From his mouth comes knowledge and understanding. He stores up uh, he stores up success for the upright. He is a shield for those who live with integrity, so that he may guard the paths of justice and protect the way of his faithful followers. Then you will understand righteousness, justice, and integrity, every good path. Um, I'm gonna slow down a little bit, because after I'm slow down a little bit. Okay. Um, for wisdom will enter your heart, and knowledge will delight you. Discretion will watch over you, and understanding will guard you. It will rescue you from the way of evil, from anyone who says, preserve preserve things. For those who abandon the right paths to walk in ways of darkness, from those who do evil and celebrate perversion, whose paths are crooked, and whose ways are let's see, children finna uh uh the division. And I know that's an easy word, but I'm not saying it right. I know it's division, divisions. It will rescue you from a it will rescue you from a forbidden woman, from a wayward uh, from a wayward woman with her flattering talk, who abandons the uh, these children. I said, oh, okay, who abandons the compassion of her youth and forgets the covenant of her God. For her house sinks down to death, her ways to the land of the departed spirits. None return who go to her, none reach the paths of life. So follow the way of follow the way of the good, and keep to the paths of the righteous. For the upright will inherit the land, and those of integrity will remain in it. But the wicked will be cut off from the land, and the treacherous ripped out of it. So, yeah, Proverbs is really good to read because it do give you, certain things that you might not understand, might not know. You run across of it in Proverbs. I'm gonna read this last chapter, chapter 3, and it's dealing with trust the Lord. That's what chapter 3 is pertaining to. That is, if I could read it, with these children coming in here. It's chapter 3, verse 1. It says, "My son, do not forget my teaching, but let your heart keep my commands, for they will bring you many days, a full life and well-being. Never let loyalty and faithfulness leave you. Tie them around your neck. Write them on the tablet of your heart. Then you will find favor and high regard with God and people. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not rely on your own understanding. In all your ways know him, and he will make your path straight. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and turn away from evil. This will be healing for your body and strengthening for your bones. Honor the Lord with your possessions. Honor the Lord with your possessions and produce, with your first produce of your entire harvest. Then your barns will be completely filled. You know, and your vats will overflow with new wine. So this right here, okay, where it says honor the Lord with your possessions and with the first produce of your entire harvest. That's to me that's like, where it speaks like in Malachi, where it talks about the tithes. And I never, that right there just came, I done read this before, but that's speaking to me, my understanding. It's like speaking on your tithes, you taking it off top, your first, it said produce, first produce of your entire harvest. We supposed to give back, to the Lord. Um, yeah, you supposed to give back to Him. Um, verse verse 11. Do not despise the Lord's instructions, my son, and do not loathe His discipline. For the Lord disciplines the ones He loves, just as a father disciplines the son in whom He delights. Yeah. And even with reading verse 10 and then coming reading verse 11, it's like to me, the Lord saying, don't despise, what I'm telling you. But He said, do not despise the Lord's instruction. Okay, verse 13, in which I'm probably going to get up here and by chance come back and read Proverbs and just read the whole Proverbs, and like I said, and then talk about whatever it is that comes to me to talk about. But verse 13 is speaking about wisdom brings happiness. It says, happy is a man who finds wisdom and who inquires understanding, for she is more profitable than silver, and her revenue is better than gold. She is more precious than jewels. Nothing you desire can equal her. Long life is in her right hand. In her left, riches and honor. Long life is in her right hand. In her left, riches and honor. Her ways are pleasant, and all her paths peaceful. She is a tree of life to those who embrace her, and those who hold on to her are happy. The Lord founded the earth by wisdom and established the heavens by understanding. But by his knowledge, the watery depths broke open. By his knowledge, the watery depths broke open, and the clouds dripped with dew. Mountain, mountain sound, hold up, I said mountain, it's maintained. It's maintained. Maintain sound wisdom and discretion, my son. Don't lose sight of them. They will be they will be life for you and adornment for your neck. Then you will then you will go safely on your way. Your foot will not stumble. When you lie down, you will not be afraid. You will lie down and your sleep will be pleasant. Don't fear sudden danger or the ruins of the wicked when it comes. Let me read that over. Don't fear sudden danger or the ruins of the wicked when it comes. For the Lord will be your confidence. For the Lord will be your confidence and will keep your foot from a snare. Yes, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, 27. It's talking about treat others fairly. It said when it is in your power, don't withhold good from the one to whom it belongs. Don't say to your neighbor, go away, come back later. Let me read that over. And the reason why I'm reading it over because to me, I'm not reading it like it's supposed to be read. Okay, don't say to your neighbor, go away, come back later. I'll give it tomorrow when it is there with you. Don't don't plan any harm against your neighbor, for he trusts you. And hold on, I can't find them other glasses. Okay, all right. Where was I? Okay, it says, verse 29. Don't plan any harm against your neighbor, for he trusts you. Don't plan any harm against your neighbor, for he trusts you and lives near you. Don't accuse anyone without cause when he has done no harm. It's saying don't accuse nobody if they ain't did nothing to you. Don't envy don't envy a violent man or choose any of his ways. For the see that word for the I don't know why I can't say the word. It's a simple word. I know the oh, okay. I get it. The devious. Okay. The devious are detestable to the Lord. But hold on. Let me read it. It said, don't envy a violent man or choose any of his ways, for the devious are detestable to the Lord, but he is a friend to the upright. The Lord's curse is on the household of the wicked, but he blesses the home of the righteous. He marks those who mark. Hold on, I'm reading it too fast. He marks those who mark, but gives grace to the humble. The wise will inherit honor, but he holds up fools to dishonor. All right, I'm gonna stop reading right there. It's that was Proverbs chapter 1, 2, and 3, and I guess I'm gonna stop there because I'm yeah, I'm gonna stop right there. But I like reading the Bible because in some spots I be reading too fast because sometimes I be feeling what I be reading and it be kind of like uh well I'm gonna say majority of the time it be feeling it and it caused me to read it like be going too fast reading it. But I guess I'm gonna get off here. I be liking coming on here on this live, talking. That's really why I'd rather just read the Bible or come on here and just speak on what I done got. Um, but basically, earlier what came to me is basically to pay attention to the inward man and not focus on the outward or what I see. Uh, and whatever is coming to me in the inward, um, to don't disregard it is really what was coming to me. Don't disregard what is coming to me concerning concerning certain people because by chance is God giving me insight pertaining to the individual. And a lot of times when, God be giving us stuff pertaining to people that we love, if we don't, it be kind of like we be wanting to brush it off. But this is what I just say, God, whatever is not for me, you know, I just say, just remove it. If it's not for me, and I just trust and believe that everything gonna be all right. Cause I want to be pleasing to God. I want to be pleasing to Him. And if it's um if it's something that's gonna keep me from being in right standing with Him, as far as Him truly using me, um and I just wanna please God. I just wanna please Him. And I know that by accepting whatever His will is for my life, I know that He see and He know things more clearly and better than I do. So I just accept what He accept, whatever He want. Yep. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get off of here. It's something that I really want to talk about, but and it's kind of like personal in a way, but it's not too personal. Well, some of it might be too personal, but I know not to talk about that part. But um, but I don't right now. I don't know. I don't feel like I need to talk about it. I wish I had I wish it was something that I can go on, like a platform where it'll be more private, um, that I can really voice out and talk certain things that I desire to talk about, and I feel like it would help some people. I know I know it would help a lot of people, really, to be honest with you, because it's some things that I dealt with that well, I'm talking to the one that I know I need to talk to, and that is God, because I don't have nobody else really to talk to concerning stuff that I've dealt with, as far as that I know that I dealt with. It's some things that I don't really know concerning to the issue of what was done, to me, but I know it was something else done to me. Um, and I feel like God is withholding me from really knowing that part. But I be getting on here because I be wanting to encourage people, because I know that we all going through things, and we are not going through it by ourselves. It's somebody else that's going through the exact same thing that some that maybe that I'm going through, or what somebody else is going through. So that's the reason why I come on here, so I can be able to just be a encouragement to somebody else, because you know even with what I just read about wisdom, we have to have wisdom pertaining to what we do, what we say, how we see it, when we see it, where we see it. You know, because some of the things that I might say or that I want to say, people will try to put it as if that you know it's a way of like not capable of certain things, but I am. But it'll be that um, I'm voicing out things that have happened. Certain things that have happened, and and a lot of stuff. God will give you, in like what I'm talking about when I was talking about things that be given in your spirit. It's like you have a knowing pertaining to a certain thing, although in the natural, it's not to that point as where you can just pinpoint to say, yeah, that's really what it is, until God brings it out to the forefront of what you feeling inside to be true, exactly what it is. But you can tell within your spirit that this is something that is truly the truth. Like, yeah, this, because of the fact that it's like pieces that need to be connected to something else to bring this thing out, what you're knowing. And I know somebody most likely understand what I'm saying. um but anyway, um I'm gonna try to find a platform though that I could just really get on and talk, like a more private setting, that have the way that you can get on, and like people can come on your live, and we be able to talk concerning things, like a encouragement for one another. Not no, cause I'm not for no mess. it ain't about um, trying to do nothing about no messy type stuff. It ain't about that. It's all about just being a support to one another and having somebody to talk to, you know, because it's a blessing for those ones that got somebody that y'all can just really sit down and talk to, y'all. And I'm talking about somebody that ain't gonna take what you saying and run and you know talk to somebody else about it, or somebody that you feel comfortable and that you could trust talking to you. It's a blessing that you got it. Or while you sitting talking to them, they looking at you like you crazy. Yeah, but that's something that I desire. Um, Somebody that I can just really sit down and you know a God sent person that I can just sit down and just really talk to them. You know. But anyway, y'all, let me get off of here. That's the reason why I be talking, getting on here, talking. And I just ask God to give me wisdom, concerning what I get on here and say. Um, I don't get on here and just over vent because, just because, But anyway, y'all, let me get off of here. Get off of here, and I'll be back. Be the Lord's will. I'll be back. Y'all, have a blessed day.